What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here, but for the sake of this video, it's just Josh. I am 39 years old, although a bit closer to 40 than I am to 39 at this point. I misshaved my mustache this morning when I was trimming it, and I got a big pimple on my face, and on top of all that, I weigh 322 pounds as of this morning. Not the most flattering thing in the world to show off, trust me. Not super fond of it myself. I have lost over 100 pounds on 3 separate occasions in my life. First time I did it for love. The second time I did it for vanity. The third time I did it, that was purely out of spite, baby. Trying to pull off that trick a 4th time at almost 40 years old. This time, I'm doing it to save my life. You might be wondering why I was talking about weight loss and the fact that I weigh 322 pounds. Now I'm out riding dirt bikes. Trust me, the two go hand in hand. Probably the most satisfying way I've ever lost 100 pounds was riding dirt bikes. Not only is it a fitting place to start, but it's also where the weight gain started. Throughout COVID, throughout my moving 3 times in 1 year, being homeless for a while, was when the dirt bikes got put up and I didn't ride them anymore. And that was... Let me tell you what, when you're riding dirt bikes, you can eat just about whatever you want. Now I'm going to try to eat well and ride dirt bikes because we need to lose some weight. Let's go. Alright, leaving Shay back there a little bit. I had to let her borrow my GoPro because she was having battery issues with her. So we went out, wore her out, and I'm going to... I guess I had a little more energy than I thought, because I thought going out with Shay for about an hour would really wear me out. But so I don't know if we were just going slow enough. I just didn't think I had that much breath left. One of the worst parts about being out of shape is just literally losing your breath, having to breathe heavy in scenarios where you never had to before. And of course now I'm like going at a different pace that's not Shay's pace, and I'm immediately like, okay, yeah, I definitely can feel that instantaneously. But that's the thing about breathing hard, man, and getting your breath back, getting your endurance back, is you ain't gonna do it unless you go out and push it. Not too hard though, because let me tell you, an injury, that'll really put me far behind. It's the whoops too, dude. I was so used to just like flying through these things like they were just like walking up the stairs, man. Like they weren't even there anymore. Now I'm just like, I try to go through and I'm like, oh gosh, I have definitely lost some muscle memory when it comes to skimming across the top of these whoops, man. Getting this out of shape again, it's such a freaking slow creep, isn't it? I'm not saying anything new. That's how it happens to everybody. That slow creep, man. Rust never sleeps, huh? Neither does fat. At least not for me. I know how I did it. It ain't freaking my goddamn jeans, except for my jeans not fitting. It ain't my metabolism. Although it has slowed down, but you just gotta freaking take that into account. What it is, plain and simple, is me using food as a coping device when I'm depressed. Or I'm not even depressed, just any anxiety, stress, it doesn't matter, man. Just treat myself like I'm a dog who just sat down, like a fat old dog who only knows one trick, and he gets a treat every single time he does it. Well, anytime you feel a little bit of stress, you eat something. Anytime you're sad, you eat something. Anytime you're done good, guess what the reward is? You eat something. So it's just like, holy crap, dude. I'm literally rewarding myself like for every little thing. treating myself, like I said, treating myself like I'm somebody's fat old dog, man. Started in COVID, like it did for most people. Went into COVID weighing about 240 pounds, which on most people my height at a whopping 5'12 and a half, 240 would definitely be, I would probably be over what you should be. For me, 220 to 240 is where I've always been. It was when I was playing football, when I was playing sports, when I was on the swim team. 220 to 240, that's my weight, man. That's what I feel like my body should weigh. Ain't a whole lot of fat on me, feel good. I race hair scrambles. I used to run 10 miles, no freaking problem. Running, that's out of the question with my foot broken. I put a stop to that, that's for sure. That's all right though, things come and go. You know, you can't do stuff forever. One day I won't be able to ride dirt bikes anymore for one reason or another. Hopefully it's not an injury. I really don't want to not be able to ride because of an injury. That would suck. I'll just take like old age, I guess, huh? That works. And even then, man, God, you see dudes out there riding enduro who are in their 70s. Maybe it's because they never stopped doing it. Well, I sure as hell, during COVID, I sure as hell stopped doing it, which is dumb as hell because guess what? You could still come out here and do it during COVID, man. That would have been like the perfect time to really, really get good. You know what I did instead? Let myself get stressed out and ate myself up to 322 pounds. That's what I did. That weight gain, dude. You don't want to admit it. That's what you don't want to do. You don't want to admit it. That's why it creeps. It never creeped. I knew it was happening. I could feel it. You know, I ain't a freaking idiot. What I am is I'm just good at lying to myself, apparently. I could feel it coming. It didn't surprise me. I want to say, even out here right now, I'm just sitting there realizing, like, you know, I was saying, like, it just crept up on me, that slow creep, and I just realized that was a lie, man. That was just me sitting there lying to myself on this dirt bike right freaking now. I just realized that. I knew that shit was on me. I knew it was coming. I knew every pound I gained, I freaking sat there and looked at it happen and had another damn cheeseburger. God, used to fly through these. Well, not no more. Used to. A whole lot of used to's, man. You know what nobody gives a fuck about? What you used to do. No one gives a fuck if you used to be a badass. No one gives a fuck if you used to be in shape. No one gives a fuck what you used to be. They give a fuck what you are. And if you're just leaning on what you used to be, you are leaning on something that ain't even there, baby. Sorry to say it, man. I hate to be that brutal with you, but it's fucking true. And you know how I know it's true? Speaking from experience here, man, I found myself telling more and more stories about, man, I used to be in shape. Man, dude, I used to have fucking abs, dude. Man, I used to look good. I blame women, honestly. You see, the problem with women is most of them have never cared if I was fat or not. I know that seems like crazy. You're like, no way, dude. But yeah, most women have never really given a fuck what I weigh. So it's really their fault, because if they cared more about what I looked like and wouldn't talk to me if I was fat, I probably would have lost weight a long time ago. As it is, besides the health effects, there have been no negative side effects for me for being fat, dude. What's the problem too is, even when I weighed 300 pounds, I would never get out of breath. I could still run. I could still do everything, even the times I gained the weight back. This last time, I hate to be dramatic like that, but I freaking mean it, dude. This last time, man, I can feel my body acting different, dude. I can feel my body not as strong. I feel myself get weak. I can feel my muscles wasting away. I can feel myself breathing hard after bringing the groceries in. And I'm just going, dude, this ain't about vanity anymore. This ain't about looking good. This ain't about liking what I see in the mirror. This is about my goddamn survival is what this is about. This is literally, I'm not trying to be dramatic. This is literally life and death. You know what? You see fat people and you see old people, but you don't see a whole lot of fat old people, man. And I certainly don't mind eating it sideways and on fire. If that's how I go, that's how I go, baby. You know, I'll just have to burn that bridge when I get there. But I don't want to die gasping for breath with one of my damn feet cut off because of diabetes. That ain't how I want to go. If I am going to live, baby, I want to live long. My father lived to be 101 years old, and guess what? He wasn't fat. Come on, baby. Stop pushing myself is what it is. Started resting on my laurels. That's the trap of who you used to be. Start talking about who you used to be, what you used to be able to do. All of a sudden, you find out that's a trap, and it's a trap because you're talking about stuff you can't do no more. You're leaning on past glories. And guess what, man? There's only one reason you gotta lean on past glories. That's because you ain't making no new ones. Oh, I don't think my glory days are behind me, baby. I think I still got a few left in me. And once this is dirt bike, this is where it's at, dude. Because you're just out here, and even though right now, man, there's kids on Pee Wee 80s that'll whip my ass the way I'm riding right now. I almost got to being okay at one point in my life. I even managed to place a top 5 for a whole season. Imagine that. Probably just because I showed up to every race. But you know what? That's someone I used to be. That ain't who I am right now. I don't know if I could even finish a hare scramble. But even right now, I can feel that fire in my belly, baby. Start moving around, have a couple close calls, start getting sideways on the bike. All of a sudden, it comes right back, dude. I got that fire in my belly. I just want to ride this motherfucker till I puke. I don't know what it is, what does me. That's why I used to love running, man. People go, how can you talk while you're doing this? I'm like, man, I can't stop talking, dude. This is probably the only place that my thoughts can fall out of my mouth without a second thought, man. Dirt bike videos is where I do some of the least editing, where I never take 2 takes, man. I almost never say something twice. Everything that comes out of my mouth is truth. Everything that comes out of my mouth is exactly what I mean. Well, except for that part where I was telling fibs to myself earlier, but you get what I'm saying, man. You know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. It didn't last long either, man. You're out here and you're just pushing it. You're not letting yourself slow down. You're going as fast as you can, even if that's slow compared to somebody else. You ain't got room to lie to yourself, baby. It is a religious experience. I can do it again. This has got to be the last time, though. Maybe that's what I was always leaning on, too. I was always leaning on, I can lose the weight again. I've done it before. Maybe that's the lie I was telling myself during COVID when them pounds started coming on. I was like, no biggie, man. I'll just ride dirt bikes. I'll start exercising. No big deal. Well, I fucking didn't. And it all came back once again. God damn, dude. What took me years to build down, what took me years to destroy, took one weird year to pull it right back up, man. Be right back where I was, right back where I started. They say Rome wasn't built in a day, but it sure as fuck burned down in one, didn't it? Oh, God, it feels good to be back on this goddamn bike, don't it? Oh, come on, baby. Come on, you can do better than that, Josh. The danger poles, come on. Don't slow down, you freaking pussy. God, dude. Not only am I fat, out of breath, God, I'm a coward on top of it. Damn, dude. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. I mean, I never really thought I was that mighty to begin with, so luckily it wasn't a very long fall. Say, oh, look how the mighty have fallen, but it's more like a trip and stumble, okay? It wasn't from great heights. Oh, I can feel it in my chest, man. Dude, it was the last time I had a stitch in my side. Man, that's been a minute. Oh, baby. It's been like 3 years since I felt a stitch in my side. That feels good to feel that back. Used to be, talking about who I used to be, baby. Used to be, I didn't get him no more. Now I do. Feels good that it's back, though. Lets me know my body's working, dude. I'm sweating. Freaking my arms are burning. I freaking got a stitch in my side. I'm gonna have a cramp later. Lets me know I actually fucking did something. I did something like let my bike fall over. Alright, back up and at it, dude. Man, it's like I forgot how to turn. I also didn't check my air pressure, man. These things could have 30 freaking pounds of air in them for all I know. That sounds like an excuse though, don't it, man? Freaking 12-year-old kids that have come out here on a freaking DR650 and just mop the floor with my sorry ass. Ain't nothing but an excuse, baby. When it comes to excuses, I got one for every occasion. Trust me. Mixer excuse, they call me. E-X-C-U-S-E. That spells shade tree surgeon, baby. I am full of them. I gotta start calling them out. I'm gonna make them. I just gotta call because trust me, a shitbird don't change its shit stripes. I'm still gonna make the damn excuses. I just gotta start calling myself. Whoa, pine cones. I just gotta start calling myself out when I make them immediately. I make the excuse and I'm immediately like, Two wolves inside me, baby. One is a fat piece of lard mowing down cheeseburgers, hammering cheeseburgers into his gut. And the other wolf is someone I used to be, but I ain't no more. I'd say that motherfucker's pissed too. Nobody likes to get left behind. Nobody likes to get ignored. And it's easy to ignore somebody who's mean. When it comes time to be mean to yourself, to call yourself out for the bullshit that you're doing, God, ain't it easier to listen to the cheeseburger wolf? That's me, that's Shade Tree Surgeon, the cheeseburger wolf. Watch out, baby. My pack's coming for you. We come in an 8-pack or 12-pack. Supersize it for extra fun. God, anybody who actually rides dirt is going to look at me doing this and just go like, wow, you suck. That's okay, I know it. You can tell me I suck. Trust me. You can tell me I suck. It ain't going to hurt my feelings whatsoever, man. Truth hurts, but you got to accept it, man. So it might sting at first, but that sting fades into something good eventually. Well, if you keep up with it. That's for sure, if you keep up with it. That's the way to do it. Just inhale that water. Get it into your system faster, right? That's the way to do it. Maybe it's the danger, man. Maybe that's why I like it as a workout method. Certainly it's not the easiest thing to do. You know, a lot easier just to go down to the YMCA and hop on the freaking stationary bike, but just, if it ain't a little bit dangerous, man, it's almost not worth doing, is it? Of course, being fat is dangerous too, so I don't know if that logic really holds up under close scrutiny. Yeah, most everything I do doesn't really hold up. Most of the shit I say, you know, it really doesn't hold up under close scrutiny, so, you know, that's alright. I don't think the skills are back for any kind of hill climbs. Let's go in anyway. What's the worst that could happen? I already know the worst that can happen. Remember that 360 vid? That freaking root caught me when I was flying through there, thinking I was freaking Luke Skywalker on the goddamn Death Star. Freaking got ripped off the bike at 30 mile an hour, baby. Trying to have fun. I'm not trying to go home in an ambulance. That looks like a great way to get this damn bike stuck, man. Especially when you're already a little bit gassed, man. If you're a little bit gassed already, boy, a hill climb will take it right out of you. Oh, well, not a hill climb, a failed hill climb will take it right out of you. As I always say, it may be scarier to go up than to go down, but you can get into way more trouble going down than going up, baby. Ooh, watch out below. Oh, please don't turn into... Let's say, please don't turn into something sketchy. Not sketchy, but the way my skills, how rusty they are. Like I said, no, well, not rusty. They're covered in lard. My skills did not rust. They just grew a protective layer of tactical judo fat around them. And that makes them awful hard to use. They're slippery. They don't have points anymore. So with all my skills covered in a protective layer of tactical judo fat, you better believe when I get to the top of something, I'm going to look down the other side before I send it. I know there's some big drop-offs out here. I'm just not sure where they are. Don't know if this is one of them. Let's hope this don't get too sketch, because I tell you, I am not going to want to turn my bike around in this. Damn, I couldn't even pivot my feet on the pegs if I wanted to. I would be like, hope no one's down there to laugh at me, but about to post this online for everyone else to laugh at how I freaking duck walk this stupid KTM down the hill instead of freaking riding it down. What a freaking pussy, dude. It's alright, man. I accept it. I have to accept it. It's the fucking truth, isn't it? Alright, what's gonna be the best way out of here? Probably the way I came, if I'm being honest. God, there used to be a time, stop saying that shit, dude. There used to be a time where there wasn't a way out of here that would really stop me. Now it's pretty much all the ways. Come on, where's the bunny slope at? Where's the kiddie park for old Shade Tree Surgeon, EXCUSE? That spells Shade Tree Surgeon. Ooh. Alright, that was more of a bunny slope, alright? Not even a bunny slope. Something else, dude. That was a cricket slope. What's under bunny? Stop being a sissy. You can do this. Oh, maybe. You know, nothing's really a given. Not with me, man. Dude, I could fuck up a wet dream. Yeah, you got these whoops going in a straight line, don't you? Maybe, until they start to get deep, dude. Yeah, I ain't got shit left, man. After Dirt Bike's lunch, exactly 6 non-breaded Publix chicken wings. I'll spare you the video of me eating them. It's my firm belief that the way a man eats his chicken wings is a close and personal thing, and definitely not a spectator sport. And for the next meal that I'm not going to force you guys to watch me eat because it looks like a big bowl of throw up. This looks like vomit. This is what my grandfather would have lovingly called icebox stew. Means you just take everything that's in the icebox that's about to go bad, throw it in a pot, and if you put enough cheese on it, it's usually pretty good. I did put corn in this, which is a little higher carb than I really want to have, but there's not a whole lot in there. Everyone's going to talk about how I'm doing the ketogenic diet, and I guess like I'm following some keto principles, which is what I've done before. Atkins keto, I don't know. I really don't count my carbs so much. I just try to avoid them. So the fact that it's got some corn in it, pretty much everything else in it is keto. I'm just going to go ahead and let that slide. Also be careful because I can't let too many things slide. And if you're wondering why I keep showing you my food, I guess that's just as much for me, because what I'm trying to do is just have some accountability. I'm just going to keep this camera with me pretty much all the time, and I'm going to, at least just for a couple seconds sometimes, film everything I eat every single day. It might just be 2 seconds. I can't keep talking about it this long in every video. The last time I'll kind of explain that, but if I eat it, I'm going to put it on camera. That's just, like I said, that's an accountability thing for me. That's really for me. I want to be honest about this, and I want to stop that whole like late night, I've had a hard day and I'm stressed out. Time to eat a pint of ice cream. Like, that's gotta stop. Back from my first day back at the YMCA. Smells just like an old foot, just like I remember it. Easy to be excited about everything when you're on your first day back of trying to eat better and going back to the gym. Like, obviously you're just like, I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I did lose 4 pounds already. I weigh 319 pounds, but that's not weird. In the whole like 270 to 350 range, something like that. Once you're like over a certain weight and you're really big, my body weight can fluctuate as much as 10 pounds sometimes over the course of a few days, and as much as 5 pounds in a single freaking day. That's not weird. I'll think more about what I weigh, what the scale tells me in a couple weeks. Haven't eaten yet because I'm saving that and doing the whole intermittent fasting thing to try to lose some weight. I don't want to keep that up forever. I think I like to eat breakfast in the morning, but just for the initial push. So I'm gonna hold off eating until at least noon. It's 9 a.m. now. No rewarding myself. Is this still a reward then? I'm trying to not think of food as a reward, because that's a problem with me. That's why cheat days, rewards, like I can't do this stuff because that's what got me into this problem. So I'm going to eat at noon, but it's not a reward for waiting till noon. It's just food. That's how I gotta think about it.
All right, I'm on a road trip with the person I probably put more miles down, not probably, definitely put more miles down on the road than literally any other human being alive, David Tyler. So eating on the road is really hard. Again, I'm still gonna film everything I eat. It's trying to be low carb. We got pork rinds and pickled sausage. No, trust me, I'd rather have fried chicken. I gotta keep on it, and I still gotta show you guys what I'm eating. So, I mean, this is not exactly like this stuff is good for you, but it's still keeping the carbs down. And we're going to pick up a boat, but that will be in a different video, so stay tuned. Planned eating at home. The trailer didn't quite make it home. We are now in the possession of the largest donation that Forgotten Angels has ever gotten. The largest donation in the fact that it takes a 2-axle trailer. But so I have to eat on the road again. Caesar salad from Walmart, which is the only thing I could find that was carb-free, in addition to a pickle and boiled eggs. 12 hours later, I'm home again. 12 hours since we started. Things didn't exactly go to plan with the boat. Don't really have time to cook anything exciting. Like, this whole video has been just me eating like the same thing over and over again. Anyway, once again, icebox stew. See y'all tomorrow morning. All right, guys, we're on day 3, I guess. I don't know. I was just editing this upstairs, and I guess we're going to be doing day by day now. That just sort of happened while I was editing it. This is the end of the first video, and these videos are, I guess, probably going to be coming out on Friday. I'm not really sure. It's a little bit different, so I didn't want it to take the place of my normal content. This is maybe not as high energy and Good Time Charlie as you guys might be used to, but it's something I'm taking super seriously. It's something I'm not trying to lie to myself about, so it's something that I'm a little more solemn about, you know? And I'm not always a solemn guy. If I'm filming myself every day, sometimes when I am feeling solemn or serious, I don't always pick the camera up, so I'm not always going to be like, hell yeah, let's go get him. I am like that a lot, trust me, but just not all the time. I hope you guys understand. You ain't got to watch it if you don't want to. Like I said, I'm really making these videos for myself. You know, if they help somebody else out there who needs to go on this journey themselves, then that is an awesome side effect. But like all my videos, I'm doing them for me. Today, up at 7 a.m., was at the gym by 9 a.m. because I took time to read a book this morning instead of go straight to the gym, which I regretted later because it was full of 80-year-olds at 9 a.m. 8 a.m. is definitely the right time to go to the gym. From there, it's been a mad dash of responding to emails, sending out email blasts from Brapstar because we've got a new pre-order shirt, You Meet the Worst People in Honda, that's available for limited only right now if you want to jump over there. I had to take care of a lot of Brapstar stuff, swapping my truck out with David again and got the boat back, and then the rest of the day has been spent editing. Saw Shay off because she's going on a camping trip, a solo camping trip on a Trail 125, and it's now 5 in the afternoon and I haven't eaten yet. That's okay. Some fasting is fine, and I don't really feel hungry right now. I'm not like starving. I'm also not trying to treat food as a treat. I'm not going to treat myself with food after working since, really since 9 o'clock in the morning. I haven't stopped, but I still probably got about an hour left of editing after I film this part, but I didn't have time to eat because things are so segmented and I have so many things to do in one day that I didn't have time to cook anything. Now, if I ate some trash food, I probably could have found some time to eat something, but I didn't have time to cook. Got to film the video, got to get it edited. It's not like I have to. Nobody's holding a gun to my head, but this is what I like to do. I love making videos. I have a lot of fun doing it. And guess what? Sometimes it's really, really rewarding for me in ways other than you might think, like being honest with myself, taking accountability, hopefully saving my own damn life. I know I'm being dramatic, just over the top on this, but spending time in this body at almost 40 years old, at now 319 pounds, which again, that could be like 325 tomorrow for no freaking reason at all. But spending time in this body, it really starts to feel like a matter of life and death. Now, trust me, it's not all doom and gloom. I'm still having a really good time. We've got the camp out coming out. Let me know if you're coming to that March 18th. Forgotten Angels camp out. Well, it's the whole weekend. It's that Thursday through Sunday, the weekend of March 18th. So hit me up if you're coming to that, man. And if you're new to these videos and you don't really know what the hell's going on with this one, if you just subscribed recently, hey man, I've been making videos for over a decade at this point, and they've been a lot weirder than this one, I promise you, with different and weirder changes in the future. I don't know what they'll be, but it'll probably be something. Hopefully, it's a change for the better. I never really know. We'll see you guys either on Sunday if you tune into that one, Wednesday if you tune into that video, or maybe if this kind of video is your jam, I'll see you guys next Friday. Until next time, y'all, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade Tree, Army! Shade Tree, Army! Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade Tree? Army! Shade Tree, Army! They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high.
Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.